John Edwin. Jack Scruby was a manufacturer of military miniatures whose efforts led to a rebirth of the miniature wargaming hobby in the late 1950s. Scruby and wargaming. To meet the needs of wargamers for inexpensive but historically accurate miniatures, Scruby began casting figures made of type metal in 1955 and selling them from his shop in Central California. Scruby made innovative use of RTV rubber molds. In 1958, Scruby began selling figures of his own design which he sold for 15 cents a piece as late as 1962. In 1963 he began using the 50/50ths tin lead alloy that would remain the industry standard into the 1990s. In 1956, he organized the first U.S. Miniatures Convention in California, and in 1957, he launched Wargame Digest, the first publication devoted to military miniatures gaming. Published quarterly, Wargame Digest became the publication around which the early miniatures hobby coalesced. In 1962, Scruby began to publish Tabletop Talk, intended as a promotional publication for his lines of miniatures and sets of miniatures rules, and ceased publishing Wargame Digest in 1963. Jack Scruby was also a founder of a miniature wargaming club in 1971 along with Robert Casey, Stephen R. Casey, Elliot M. Derman, Michael W. Frank, Raymond James Jackson, Wayne Ludvigson, David Rusk, Ronald Vaughan, and Harold Windle. This club was very informal and had no name until the meeting on October 7, 1972, when on a motion by Ray Jackson, his proposal to call the club the San Joaquin Valley Wargaming Association was unanimously accepted. The club then became a formal organization with dues and offices, but no written bylaws. The SJVWGAA on the same date became a chapter of the now-defunct Spartan International. The San Joaquin Valley Wargaming Association still exists to this day as a subdivision of the Wargaming Society. From the late 1950s until October 1973, Jack Scruby's miniatures business was in Tulare County, specifically in or near Visalia. Then he moved to Cambria in San Luis Obispo County where he opened a retail shop called, like his mail-order business, the Soldier Factory. It was there that Charles Kuralt and his CBS On the Road crew came in August 1977 to film a segment for the CBS Evening News. In 1975, Scruby introduced a line of fantasy figures using the 30mm scale advocated by Gary Gygax in chainmail and appropriate for use with Dungeons & Dragons. In addition to miniature figures, Scruby sold campaign maps of Mafrica as well as gaming newsletters and rulebooks, literature, periodicals, Wargame Digest, Tabletop Talk, Miniatures Parade, The Soldier Factory News, rulebooks all about wargames, The Strategic Tactical Wargame, Fire and Charge, Bibliography, The Courier's Timeline of the Historical Miniatures Wargaming Hobby, Historyfigs, website of a company that continues to manufacture Scruby miniatures.